Mambo, Steve, what can I
Yeah.
say, man? As today, I'm a little bit lost for words, man. I thought the North London derby will be exciting. Everyone kept telling me, goals, goals, Abdi, Tottenham, Solanco, all this hype, new stadium, man.
I
The
think
game.
yeah it was it was kind of tense because personally because of the injuries we're having and the suspension of Rice because we he's been a big part of our gameplay. Then another injury like Odegaard that was really scary because it was unfortunate for him to get the injury on all over the weekend praying for Norway. So it's just a good day for me because it took the fear out of me. It's a 1-0 game, but when it comes to a derby like that, you just take the win. You smile and give your back to the haters because that was just amazing. Because for one, I think my man of the match today was even yes, he was crowned the man of the match was Gabriel. He was so solid on defense today. He did an impressive job because we always expect the two to standing out in the defense, him and Saliba. But for today, I felt like he had the Tottenham in their pockets because you couldn't see Son do anything. You couldn't see Madison do anything. Yeah, there were some times where we thought it was gonna be we're looking sloppy, but all in all, it was a good game, a good win, but still a couple of uh, the downs that I saw from the game is I'm still not impressed with Havertz because that guy was nowhere in the game. Uh, because
I,
we
I will disagree with you on Kai Havertz. He really
it's all
worked
right. It's all
hard.
right. It's all right. But for me, it's because it's a. I know the things that he does that we don't see, but is the option we have. But I wasn't impressed. But I was impressed with Party because he kept on dropping back, which you don't normally see for him. But he really stepped up with the Jorginho in the defense, which was amazing. It was amazing for him, and the team really did a good job. The last thing maybe I would say that I spotted from the game was Waneri played a little minutes, but I think that kid's got a good future in Arsenal. He's got a good sense of sense of the game. He's got a good eye. He's good with his feet, and he's got a good body movement. I think he's got a bright future. Maybe keeps on getting a few more minutes. I think this kid is gonna be one of the good kids we've raised from the academy. Yeah.
My season Checo is playing, I always have a blood pressure.
It'll be a bit hard down Sachenko there. Yeah, but okay, yeah, it's a bit true actually when you know that about that. But the other part, they take from this game is Tottenham now. It's quite similar what happened to Man United, the other game. They come
Mm.
across one of the top teams in the league, and for them, they're kind of shown, they're at home, to not score a goal against your derby. It's bragging rights anyway until the next time they meet each other. I don't think Tottenham are going to go and do anything at the Emirates, but there's a big gap between them and Arsenal at this moment.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true.
6 points. You have to understand we have won at the White Hart Lane for the last 3 games we have gone there.
Yeah.
That means that and they have 4 points in 4 games. It's really hard for them. How they will catch up?
You say that with such sincerity.
He's got conviction on it.
It's really hard. It's too bad we don't have a Tottenham fan here today.
How they catch up? But they're that far. The difference between Manchester United and Tottenham is just 2 points.
It's gonna be, you know what, dollar. I mean, to be honest, yeah, it's gonna be like this season. I think Ten Hag is becoming. It's gonna have issues because I watched that game, and I'm thinking, okay, now you've seen the four games. I mean, you can probably say, okay, City, Arsenal, maybe not get any points against them. I think more likely you're more likely to get sneak something against Arsenal. Forget City, even though it's a derby. I think that one is a conclusion on that end. But the one thing I wanted to know from you, you see in Tottenham, for that top four position. I mean, what's your take on them?
You have to understand the manager. After the game, the manager said that he still has hope to win a title.
Are you talking about Arteta or
No, Tottenham manager.
what?
Winning a
He,
title at this time.
yeah, I mean, he has a chance if he goes and finds another team to manage. It could be a possibility without sounding, too harsh on the guy. But he says a lot. I mean, I heard some fans on talk radio were discussing, saying, I mean, this is the problem I have with Tottenham fans. They go beyond their expectations to no other fans do. And this fan was saying that he reckons his manager is a better manager than Guardiola because, if he manages City, he'll win more trophies than Guardiola.
Mhm.
And I don't know how they calculate that or what they base that on, where that calculation is made, but it doesn't matter. But anyway, that's that. That was a good North London derby. What we do now, guys, if you're watching this, please subscribe. See, a lot of you watch this channel, but none of you subscribe, and please subscribe. But okay, let's go and touch on other games. I don't know if any of you guys catch the other game, Wolves Newcastle. I mean,
That was
huh?
nice game. That was very interesting game.
A very interesting game,
Newcastle,
yeah.
yeah, Newcastle. People should not underrate that team now. They're in position 3 with 10 points, same as us. So, and they are playing some nice football. And the changes that were made at halftime, brilliant, brought in some good changes that made the difference for the whole game.
Yeah, I mean
For me,
Newcastle they're looking sharp. I mean they've got a good start so far for that top four fight. I mean they jumped ahead of Aston Villa and the rest of the gang, not to mention. But then they have invested heavily. I'm still doubting Eddie Howe if he's the right guy for this position.
But I think Manchester United have a long way to go. If you compare against the top teams, they are currently at position 10. If you look at the top teams, that's starting from Manchester City, coming to Arsenal, Newcastle, going to Brighton, going to Aston Villa. Those teams look like they are really challenging and they are not being outplayed. But if you watch a Manchester United game, what Dora said is true. They are being outplayed on all fronts, from defense to the midfield to the striking. And after 12 games, Rashford scored yesterday a goal. It was a good goal. And the question is, will he maintain that momentum? They are playing against Crystal Palace next game. We know what, definitely, it's a hard game for them. We can predict, but because Crystal Palace is not an easy team, they will take the challenge. And so I think for Ten Hag, now he has control of the club because he brought all the players who are playing. 90% he's the one who signed them. So we give him time by December. If he will not have performed, definitely they'll show him the door by January.
you're talking about Sancho. If you watch that game, the moment he was brought in, he made a very big difference in Chelsea's game. Because you see, he
He
was
was
part of, he
sharp.
was
He was
part,
sharp. He came
yeah,
on.
he was, he
I
was, he
mean,
was part of the
for
goal.
me, I don't understand because what do you have on that Man United team? When you look at United now, you could have had Sancho and Mason
Mhm.
Greenwood playing. I mean, Mason Greenwood is just the worst decision United have ever made. Well, maybe Wilfred Zaha as well, but Greenwood. I mean, you see what he done in Spain, and you see what he's doing in France now. You don't have anyone
Yep.
in that Man United team better than that. I mean, Mambo. These United guys, man, they seem to just be throwing players like they're throwing the money around.
No, I think the problem with Ten Hag is, there's this question we should ask ourselves. How well is he good to manage other players' egos? Because when you have a player, whatever happens behind the back, you should be in a position to manage that player. And I think he terribly failed in managing Sancho, and that's why they started having this back and forth fights and bring everything out to the people, out to the media. So it's a good move for Sancho, and definitely I think he will end up going to Chelsea, or maybe another club will be interested in him. And it's bad that it seems nowadays Manchester United, instead of attracting quality worthy players and holding on them, it keeps releasing them. They did it to Ronaldo, they did it to Sancho. So the question is, I think Eric Ten Hag has fear of managing big talents.
And let's go to the one game that really interested a lot of people. That should surprise a lot of people. Anfield, Liverpool, Nottingham Forest. Mr. Rudnick, his bubble got burst. And it's Nottingham Forest, yeah? It's not
Yeah,
like
man.
Nottingham Forest turned up.
I think with the interesting meme going viral, they say they're still stuck in the forest. I don't know who's gonna pull them out. I didn't see that coming because for one, we know how hard it is to get a win from a win or even a draw in Anfield. So it was quite a surprise to me, but really, this is football.
The thing with Man City is, even if you outplay them, they get a chance. They don't lose their chances.
Yeah,
that's the good thing with Man.
That's true. That's true. That's also
You
true.
can outplay them all the way you want, but once Harad has a chance, if he has 3 chances, make sure he lose one or he miss one and score 2 goals. That is what makes a good team stand there. They may get they would not be an easy team, and the more they continue winning, the more Man City knows how to build the momentum.
Yeah. I mean, Haaland is just making a point this season that he's just going to bulldoze defenders. He's not hanging around. I mean, he's undefendable. Like, you can't defend against him. He's Last season he had injuries. He took like 2 months or something off. He's still top goal scorer. This season, a lot of the teams, their players have come back from international competitions. Haaland has been chopping wood in the trees and sleeping somewhere. Manchester's been blue now for a while. Seems like it's going to be blue for a bit longer. It's going to be a while to the glory days. Anywhere, come back. But then we're all in the same boat. As long as Guardiola's there, none of us are going to taste anything. We might, for me, second place, fifth place, sixth place, you're still a loser.
Yeah.
You might get the glory of qualifying for the Champions League, but then you come across the Champions League cheaters, Real Madrid, who just keep winning all the time. But
To me, the only way to defend Haaland is to make sure that the source is
yeah,
and the supply for the ball is cut off, because
Line.
there's no way you're gonna man mark that guy. It's just simple. Make sure that Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne, and the likes don't get the ball to him, because in the box he's very little, takes his chances very well, and is someone who can inspire a team to a win, and a massive win if your defense is not really solid. So Haaland this season seems like he's on steroids. He's gonna score a lot of goals, but then the real test will come is can the other clubs match the consistent performances by Manchester City? That's the biggest question. But for the top scorer award, it's already but done, because I don't see. I expected Oli Watkins to be up there this season, the likes of Alexander Isak, but they seem to be not ready to challenge Haaland. So maybe they have left the task to Mohamed Salah, and Salah is also approaching his sunset days. So the top scorers award is all but done, and Erling Haaland will take it very early.
yeah. I mean, he's got 9 goals already, so
Out of 4. Man,
some people don't even score 9 goals in the whole season. But anyway, that's it. Last minute. So guys, this is a good talk. I guess we're back this week. We have Champions League, so I guess that's too many games to be talking about. we can
True.
we can wait a bit of Champions League, but then next weekend we have big games coming up next weekend, especially the City Arsenal. That's going to be the real one there, guys. All right.
And
I appreciate it, guys. Have a good
Crystal
one.
Palace.
What?
Okay.
What do you say?
I am saying the big are Manchester United versus Crystal Palace and Man City versus Arsenal.
You heard it here. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. That's our concentration. Yeah. That's Dollar. That's it. Yeah. From now on, we talk about the title contenders and then Man United. All right, guys. Have a good one.
Right. Bye bye.
Okay,
Take it easy.
bye.
Bye.